Now we're live. Will anyone be here, doggy, is the question. That is the question. Can you see doggy? I don't know if you can see doggy. Let's see. Just barely. Let's push Joan into the shot a little more. There you go, Joan. There you go. There you go. That's more better. That's more. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. I don't know if anybody will see this, but this is my birthday stream. A day late. Day late and $1 short. Just like everything else I do. I thought I'd just do it for the heck of it. I got nothing to do today. Kind of taking it easy this week. I am working on a screenplay though. I do have to do some work on that. But that's almost not like work to me. That is almost like fun to me. I'll still be doing a live stream. I'm not sure when on Sunday. I guess I could do it late on Sunday. I mean, there's a possibility it could be very late. You know what? I'm going to set it up for 9, I think. I'll set it up for 9 on Sunday. I was thinking about doing it Saturday, but since I'm doing something now, haircut boy, I'll say Sunday, late Sunday, for the other live stream. Not a lot going on. I had an amazing time at the Stratford Library on Thursday for my birthday talk. I did one of my talks on my birthday, and the library did a really good job of getting people to come out. Some libraries, they get mixed results. I don't blame them. It's tough to get people to come out, but Stratford's a very small library, and they did a really good job getting everybody to come out. So it was a nice little crowd. Other than that, not much going on. For my birthday, I'll tell you about that just briefly. The family took me out for sushi, which I requested. Now, see, normally my nephew, who's born on March 8th, the day before me, he upstaged me. We end up doing a double birthday dinner at an Italian place because he's not really a sushi guy, and pretty much most of my family are not into sushi. But this time, he's away at college, so I got full control of the choice of the birthday dinner. So we're back at doing sushi. So we went to my favorite sushi place, O Sushi, in Marlton. If you haven't been, it's fantastic. Got some ceviche, got a sushi deluxe. I didn't get any eel, Now I thought about it later, and I got the sushi deluxe, which normally you get a piece of eel, but no eel came with it. So I have to get back there and get an eel roll. I might do a bento box lunch on. I might go tomorrow on Saturday, because I also got a gift certificate. Although I think that was for Christmas last year or this year. I don't know. Hey, there's the Black Queen is here. Thank you. Thank you for joining me on my birthday. As is appropriate on my birthday, the holiday celebration is video games and sushi. Haven't really done too many video games. I did a few, mostly online stuff. I just did one. You ever see the ads for that really cool looking video game where it's all the soldiers and there's like hundreds of them in this animated sequence where you're riding a train and you're like riding through thousands of them and you're firing the guns, and then there's another one where you're going down this alley and they just keep coming at you. It's a really cool commercial, and every time I want to play that game and I download it and then I start playing it, and that never happens in the game. And I get about 10 minutes into it, I'm like, when does the cool stuff happen? When does the cool animation goes when I'm on this track shooting stuff? Never happens. I guess that's just video for the game. It's so annoying. And State of Survival, I say the same thing every time I see the commercial. I say I should download that game. That looks cool. But I know it's not nearly as cool as the commercial, I guess. Because it does show you points. It looks like it's happening. You're welcome. Glad I am here. Good to have you. Good to have you. I thought I'd do just a short stream for birthday purposes, and and because I can't take Joan out walkies, it's raining outside. Joan doesn't quite understand that sometimes, right, Joan? It's raining. You get all wet. You're a little dog. You're like 10 pounds soaking wet. So anyhow, thought I'd just dip into some headlines that I missed earlier today. I guess the biggest news story is Will Smith trying to make his comeback. So, Will Smith is trying to regain his movie star status with Bad Boys 4 and Netflix Fast and Loose. He's also, there's another story saying that he's going to be at the Oscar parties, which, like, obviously he's going to go to an Oscar party. That's the whole reason to go to the Oscars. Probably more fun than the actual award ceremony. So, yeah, it's not illegal for him to go to the Oscar parties. I mean, it's not illegal for him to go to the Oscars, really. They just banned him for a while. He could probably still show up. What are they going to do? Stop him? I guess it's a private event. I guess they could stop him, but it's going to be interesting to see if they actually keep him out for 10 years. I don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to forgive him. It feels like they're already on the verge of forgiving him tonight. You know, like, or this award ceremony coming up. This is probably a bad one for him to come back on anyway. There's actually some movies and there's actually a lot of talk about who's going to win. But I mean, Top Gun should win. You know, this is a movie they said saved Hollywood, and you're not going to make it win Best Picture. It's nuts. And it's not up for many awards. It's up for Best Picture and Best Sound. It definitely deserves Best Sound. And I think it deserves Best Picture too, but it's not up for anything else. Really. Not really. So, it's weird. But I watched the Chris Rock special. I didn't watch it live. I caught it later, so I missed the Chris Rock joke that he screwed up that they cut. It was okay. I mean, he's funny. A lot of it was really funny. It wasn't his best show, though, I don't think. It got a little political, a little too political for him, I thought. But for the most part, he was pretty good. And he did a whole long bit about Will Smith. And that was pretty funny. You know, I think he got, though, a little too political on certain things, but I don't think he really meant to make it political. I think he just kind of got caught up in the news stories, which are very political these days. He seemed a little tired too, which was weird because I figured he'd be, you know, shot out of a cannon because he hasn't done a special in a while, but I guess because it was live and the other ones were heavily edited. Like, I know that one of his specials was actually 3 different performances that they taped and that they cut together because he was in 3 different outfits. But overall, a solid hour, I would say. Nice and short. I don't like a long show anymore. Man, you got to be top notch to keep me interested for more than an hour these days. I tried watching Barry last night, like the first episode in the 3rd season, and because the 4th season's finally out, and I kind of want to finish the series, but man, I couldn't get through the whole episode. I was so bored. The show was so much fun in the first 2 seasons, and this first episode felt like I was going to have to wade through a lot. You know, there's a lot of angst in Barry now, and it's just like, you know, it's not quite a comedy. It's one of those comedy dramas, really. It's still good. I still like it. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it. I'll try to watch the rest of it later or something. Let's see. What else we got? Mission Impossible 8 cast Ted Lasso star Hannah Waddingham. I haven't watched Ted Lasso. I don't know if you have. Kind of an odd show. Doesn't really appeal to me. New Girl leaving Netflix. All episodes to stream on Hulu and Peacock. Come here, Joe. You want to come over here? I'm freezing, Joe. Warm me up. Oh, it's nice to have a pet that'll warm me up. Yeah. Oh, it's like a hot water bottle on you. All right, Joan. Oh, you like that. You like that too. Makes you nice and sleepy. Um, I hated New Girl. I thought that was the dumbest show ever. It was not funny at all. Hated it. I remember it was on either right before or right after something I did watch, and I remember watching an episode and going, "What the f is this? What the f, man? This is funny. This is comedy these days. Terrible." So I guess I won't be able to watch it free on Netflix. Oh no! Oh no! Let's see what else is going on. Kristen Bjorklund. Wow, what a name. Family Feud co-executive producer dies at 67. Uh-oh. Let's see what she died of. Oh, she was on a kidney transplant for years following her surgery. Jeez. She developed an aggressive infection from an incision. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. All that money. All that money. Think about that, right? All the money she must have being the co-executive producer of Family Feud, and you still end up dying like that. Phew. That's rough, man. That's rough. I that's got to make it worse, right? Like if you're poor and you're dying like that, you think to yourself, well, if I had money, I'd be alive. But then you're rich and you got the money and you end up dying like that. You must think to yourself, what the F? What the F? Hospitals really do suck. That's why you got to stay healthy. You got to stay healthy. I don't want to ever go back to a hospital. If I go back to a hospital, I hope it's the last time I go back to the hospital, if you know what I mean. And I hope it happens long time from now. Roku says 487 million in its cash, or 26%, was held in failed Silicon Valley Bank. Oh shoot! Oh no! Wow. Bleach Demon is here. My lady friend likes Ted Lasso. I nap through it. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Looks like a show that would just be mildly amusing. Like, oh, that's odd. Like, that would be the extent of the jokes. Oh my, how odd. How amusing. Oh, you Ted Lasso. I mean, when you're doing a fish out of water story of Americans in the UK, it's kind of not a stretch, right? I mean, I get it, you know, the UK is different, but it's not that different. I mean, go to a place like, I don't know, Borneo, or, you know, someplace on in the Middle East. That would be a big difference. Going to Saudi Arabia, big difference, I would say. I haven't been there, but yeah, that just seems like, oh, what a mild inconvenience. Oh my, I'm in the UK. I'm Ted Lasso. A lot of talk about Disney today. I just watched the Doomcock video. Oh, that's the big news over there. Doomcock is promoting. There's a protest on Disney, or going to be a protest on the 18th of March. For those of you in the Anaheim area, and I guess in Florida. No, it's only in Anaheim, I think. So they got this ride called Splash Mountain, and it's the ride that they have. JC is here. He says, "Happy birthday, Tony." Thank you. So this ride has zippity doo dah zippity like playing at the ride. I kind of remember it because I did go there when it was still there, and I guess they have Brer Rabbit and a couple of the characters from the Song of the South there, and it's like a classic ride for Disney. But apparently they want to take it down because it's racist, even though it's insanely popular. I don't think it's racist. You know, this whole Song of the South thing is just weird on Disney's behalf. Although I kind of get why they're trying to push it into the background, but I don't know why they don't just build other rides someplace else. Why do they feel the need to tear down the rides they already have? Right? It's like, why don't you just build more rides? You got land coming out of your butt, or just build a ride on top of it. There you go. There you go. Build a ride on top of that ride so nobody can see the old ride maybe, and then they'll get sick of it. I don't want to go on that ride. It's underneath the other ride. Gross. People will be dropping their cigarettes on us. But yeah, so there's going to be a protest on March 18th. So I guess if you're in Anaheim and you'd like to participate in the Disney protest for Splash Mountain, because apparently one of the executives is trying lobbying to keep it, and I guess if a lot of people showed up, it would give them reason to go, well, I guess we got to keep it, at least for now. I think they'll probably get rid of it anyway, but the thing is, though, amusement parks do get rid of rides. I mean, Doomcock sees it as a line in the sand in the culture war, so I could kind of see that. I don't know. I wouldn't pay to go to a protest, though. I assume you'd have to pay to get into the park to do the protest, but the whole park to me sounds gross. Especially after I heard JEC. Why don't they just cut up Song of the South and use the animated pieces and pretend the live action bits never happened? Yeah. I mean, those are the only parts I remember as a kid, and I used to watch that movie when it was on TV. I couldn't even tell you what happened in the live action portions of it. All I remember are the songs. And Brer Rabbit dancing on the fence, and Uncle Remus, that was his name. He sings. And it's not like it's a hip movie that people are going to see, that you're even going to show on TV anymore. It's just, why take it out of your library? Oh, because somebody somewhere is offended by something, and we can't risk the Twitter mob snowballing and screaming at us. It all comes back to that, right? It all comes back to the Twitter mob screaming about something every effing time. These people are weak and stupid, and I can't stand them. I can't stand them. A lot of my stuff, the Pineys has politically incorrect stuff. I know there's politically incorrect stuff in it. You know, when you pursue comedy, JC, Song of the South is like 60 years old at this point, and you haven't been able to buy it during your lifetime? Really? Bleach Demon. Zippity didn't care until they wanted to mothball it. I don't think Zippity was a person. Zippity doo dah. It's a catchy song. You know what they should do? They should remake it. It's 60 years old. They could remake it. And then they could make it, I don't know, politically correct. I don't know how you have a politically correct slave drama and on Disney, but I mean, they could make, I don't know, who would be Uncle Remus? Who could sing? JC. It was banned in the 90s when I was growing up. Oh, right. That's right. They did ban it then. Who could be Uncle Remus? It would have to be somebody who could sing. Obviously, Kanye West is out. They won't hire him from anything now. Who could they hire? Ice Cube's got kind of the body type for it. He's a little pudge. I doubt he'd do it. Bleach Demon. Just race swap Uncle Remus with Tom Holland. But he's too young for Uncle Remus. It would have to be an older guy, a singer. Who's a singer that could be it if they race swapped him? Wait a minute. Get RuPaul. That's it. You drag it up. Song of the South. Starring RuPaul. An all drag queen version of it. There you go, Disney. Here, I fixed it for you. And you can keep the music and you can keep the cartoon characters. Although you probably ruined them too. JEC. Just pretend Splash Mountain is based on Brer Rabbit and dump the rest. Yeah, that would probably work too. You know, I don't know. They're worried about people complaining, and they think that by making all these changes, the complaints will stop. They will for a short time. until they find something else to complain about. JEC, just the idea of Uncle Remus is what people are offended by. Yeah, I don't know why. It wasn't like he was, I mean, it was a story that took place in slave times. Yeah, he was a slave, but like, he was kind of the hero of the story. Everybody liked him. Bleach Demon. Auntie Remus? I don't know. It'd be one of those drag queen names. Some kind of variation on Uncle Remus, but it would be like, I don't know what you'd call it. So many things dragged that are confusing, and purposely so. Now, drag is just the dumbest thing ever. It's so annoying because it's like they're trying to pitch the drag queens as like the mascots of the LGBT mafia, and it just doesn't work. First off, they don't even have a letter. Like, at least throw a DQ in there, and then we'd be like, oh, okay, drag queens are in the mix. Drag queens are there. That would make slightly more sense. I'm not saying it would make much sense, but it would make slightly more sense. But the problem is, some of the drag queens are straight. My understanding. Bleach Demon, Ream Arse fixed it for modern audience. I'm going to get flagged on this live stream. JC, people are offended by the idea of a positive version of slavery in the South. I don't think it. Part of the drama was not. I remember part of the drama was not that it was positive at all. Because the drama is, I think, either Remus is going to be sent away, or the little girl who grows up on the plantation is going to be sent away, or something. JC, Dairy Queen is gay now? Probably. I mean, everything else is. I'll just assume yes. I haven't heard a story about it. You know how it goes. Some corporation has one woke employee, right? Some woman in marketing who says, oh, we are not inclusive enough at this company. And everybody's too afraid to say, shut up, Cheryl. Just shut up. Just shut up with your stupid idea. We all know exactly what you're going to say. And then we're going to have the M&M situation on our hands. And we're going to be losing money left and right. I mean, how much money did Hershey's and M&M's lose? A lot, I'd say. I'm not going to eat their damn chocolate anymore. Screw that. I do not like being preached to by my food. What next? Oscar Mayer Wiener Company gonna ruin hot dogs? Like, stop doing this. Just stop. Because I will buy Daily Wire food if I have to. I will go out and get a second job to afford it, which I probably would have to do because it ain't gonna be cheap. I'll just figure out how to make my own damn chocolate. What do you think about that? Can't be that hard. I don't know. I got pots and pans and a stove so far. Till the Biden administration banned stoves. Man, I'm on a tangent. Let's see. What the hell else we got going on here? Chloe Zhao on lack of women nominated for Best Director Oscar. There's clearly a very big gap, says the woman who directed The Eternals, who is far away from an Oscar, as you can imagine. Oh, it's a huge gap. Yeah. There certainly is, Chloe. Maybe it's because women just keep getting thrown projects and they have no business helming. Maybe it's because, I don't know, they keep picking people who have no business fronting a movie. Although somebody told me they saw, what was the Olivia Wilde movie? Don't Worry, Darling. They liked it, which I was shocked. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get into an argument over movies. I used to do that all the time when I had a regular day gig. I would get in arguments with people with movies. I just saw this great movie, and they'd tell me what it was. And I go, no, that's not a great movie. That sucks. And they'd be like, no, it doesn't. It was good. I go, no, it doesn't. No, it's not good. It's not good. You just don't know movies. I know. I was a jerk. But I was right. I was a jerk. But I was right. Because I know my movies. Yeah, so this is Variety. They just cover this stuff nonstop. It's just women, 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 women. Why aren't women in things? I have no idea. I have no idea, ladies. Oh, that was Variety too. Okay, bounding into comics. Speaking of women, 80 for Brady actress Jane Fonda says abortion activists should embrace murder. She actually said this on The View. I watched the clip. I showed it in Hollywoke Hot Take today. Terrible. Like, she's basically... She couldn't say it openly, like, go out and murder people. She just said murder, like, out of context. But kind of right after having a discussion about abortion, activism, and what we should do. JEC. She only won because she was directing a Marvel movie that needed heat and literally nothing else came out that year because she shut down the economy. What did she win? She won something? Did the Eternals win something? Or she won for Nomadland, right? I think she won that. You mean Nomadland. Yeah, the Eternals didn't win, right? They didn't win anything. But, you know, maybe it's a decent movie. You know, maybe it's something in her wheelhouse. You know, it was, what's the name? Frances McDormand was in it. I'm sure she gave a good performance. But, yeah, she shouldn't be opening her mouth. Oh, it's not enough women. It's not enough women. Women, 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 women. Women got their own award ceremonies. JC, the movie she did before Eternals won Best Picture. Yeah, that was Nomadland. Yeah, it's like women get all these women awards. Oh, it's women. Gotta support women. Oh, the Oscars. They're for women, too. Oh, when do men get awards? Oh, men get awards all the time. You walk down the street, you get awards. Men get everything. No, they don't. JC, No Man Land didn't even look like a real movie. Just artsy, slow-paced BS. Yeah, kinda. But I mean, that's what wins. You know? That's what critics like. And I think I know why. Because critics see too many movies. And I got into that phase for a while. You see so many damn movies. You just get sick of the normal movies. You want to just see anything different. And then the weird stuff starts to appeal. When you've seen like every movie there is out, like you see 100 movies in a few months, then you start looking at the weird stuff like, yeah, this is cool. Because you're so tired of the regular movies. I mean, I think that's part of it. For people who are, you know, deep in the movie biz. Bleach Demon, can I get a gig as a trans director? That way I can be the best woman ever. Probably. It'll be one of two things. Either they change the award so it's best woman director, and then we'll have to get, you know, we'll have to all enter as trans women to win. Or, you know, they'll make the non-binary genderless award, and then they'll just keep giving it to trans women anyway, I guess that's the plan. JC, Eternals needed something extra to help promote it, so Disney bought her the Oscar so they could say Eternals was directed by the Best Picture winner. I guess this seems like a really roundabout way of doing it. It seems like they just would have pushed that on her anyway in case they needed her to direct anything. Not necessarily the Eternals, but sure, I guess I could kind of see that plan. JC, a trans will win Best Female Director. Just you watch. That's how much better men are at everything. That line kills me. That just line absolutely kills me. And it's like, I keep saying to women out there, why aren't you in this fight? Like, so few women, they're all coming around to J.K. Rowling's perspective, I think, eventually. But it's going to take, literally, it's going to take like every trans woman to dominate female sports and just completely push women out of sports, out of every award. I mean, when you give the whatever the hell Biden gave to for Woman of Courage award to a trans woman, it's just stupid. Arden is here. Hail all. Happy birthday, Joan. It's not Joan's birthday. It's my birthday. Joan's birthday is in September. But she says thank you. Yeah, so Jane Fonda wants to murder, apparently, like sort of roundabout way implied, murdering politicians that are pro-life is a good thing. Because she apparently still needs an abortion at 80, I guess. I don't know. You think somebody in their 80s would start to kind of moderate their views a little bit? But you know, even Lily Tomlin was like, who was sitting next to her in the interview, was just like, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. But what does she give an F for? She doesn't care how much trouble she's in. She doesn't care. What are they going to do? Prosecute her? They're not going to prosecute her. I say let her say, put her on The View every day until The View is canceled, until she alienates their entire audience. Democrat Lori Trahan is looking at legislative actions to shine a light on how extremism exists on online video games or online games. Yeah, that seems like a good use of our tax dollars, doesn't it? We gotta find. I gotta pass a law. Pass a law, so people who say mean things. Ardent Jane Fonda, she's taking the "don't kill seals, kill people who disagree with you" position. Yeah, pretty much. She's all in on abortion. It feels like she's scrambling for one last. I don't know, thing to be active about. You know, some activism, some, what do they call it? One last goal or thing that she can rally for right before she dies. And I guess she's smart enough not to pick Ukraine, because that one is awful. Just absolutely awful. So she wants to die on the abortion hill, I guess. It'll be interesting to see footage of her decades from now, when the abortion thing is so far in the rear view and everybody's just like, yeah, remember when people used to fight over abortion, and now it's just, you know, it's just legal in the first trimester and then it's illegal after that, except under special circumstances, and everybody's on board with that and everything's fine. Ardent, one last cause to use to be king relevant, kind of. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess narcissism, it doesn't matter how old you are. Bleach Demon, dang it, the chat missed my comment, LOL. I'll tell you, what's her name? Now, I got it on the right thing. I got it on live chat, all messages. Or did I miss it? Yeah, no. No, sorry, YouTube seems to be censoring the chat. Death Ride? Death Ride. Death Ride, I tried to figure out what you meant by that. I guess. Death Ride, an abortion is kind of a death ride, I guess. Or do you mean or does that go all the way back to the Disney thing? But yeah, they're gonna waste time trying to, I don't know, pass laws on extremism on online games. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the extremists sitting around going, okay, how do we recruit people? I know. Let's go on Call of Duty and talk to guys while they're playing a video game and see if we can get them to join our crazy militia. You know, I guess the pitch is supposed to be like, well, see, you're shooting people in the game, but you could be shooting people in real life. You may not have thought about that. Seems like a poor strategy to me. I guess sexism. I guess they're just going to see, like in the UK, they can actually say things like, "Oh, we're going after misogyny." I think the Scottish Parliament just made it illegal for you to brush past a woman and to talk about your sexual conquest in public. That's a short conversation for me, but still. Oh my God, we got a new player in the game, Flyboy Jock 87. What's your favorite improv show? Ooh, on TV? There's not a lot of them. My favorite improv show. Favorite improv show. I really did like UCB back in the day. I went to see them live a few times. They're very funny. I like performing improv more than I like watching it, unless it's really good. I mean, the UCB guys are really good. They're really fast. I used to go to the big, the Del Close thing in New York every year and perform. Not every year, but we did it a few years. The last time I did it, we bombed, which was a sad note to go out on. I'd like to go back just one more time and have a good show. But I've been out of the scene for a while now. I did enjoy doing it, though. I do like Whose Line Is It Anyway, but that stuff's more basic for me. And I did see it I did go to I.O. when I was in Chicago once, and that was pretty good. Bleach Demon. Hanoi Jane needs to hope that angry nom-vets don't hear her. You know, it's like, it's just sad to see people. I don't understand. Like, she is rich, right? I mean, she's really rich. She doesn't have to be in movies anymore. Like, it's pathetic. Like, oh, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me one last time before I die. It's just weird. You know? Kind of pathetic. Like, I don't see Sally Field doing this. Right? She was in the same movie. I haven't seen one interview with her. You know, Lily Tomlin, I'd like to see interviews with her because she's talented. Jane Fonda was the eye candy. She was hot back in the day, and that was it. She's kind of okay actress, I guess. Not great, but she was super hot back in the day, and that's why she's famous. I wish she'd go back to be an eye candy, but she can't. Even though she was the sexy one in 80 for Brady, by the way. Ugh. I don't know. It's like Donna D'Errico doesn't do this. She's 54. She looks smoking. Oh man, look up Donna D'Errico. She's got an OnlyFans now, which that I wouldn't pay for. But man, they keep showing her in the New York Post. She looks fantastic. I mean, if she smiles, her face will break. But man, she looks good. But Jane Fonda, God, just shut up. Just shut up. And why? Like, I can't see bothering anybody if I had her kind of money. I would just be too busy having fun. I'd probably be dead, but I'd be too busy killing myself with fun. I'd be going nuts if I had that kind of money. It'd be great. But these people, they've had too much money for too long, I guess. It's ruined them, and they don't know what to do, so they keep doing the same things they always do. Go on TV, make movies, be famous, and say stupid things. So, Anybody watching this Mandalorian this time around? I hear it's not great. I hear it's like kind of on its last legs. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Um, Good news: Shazam! Fury of the Gods to be a lot more forthright about Pedro's being gay, which is what we all wanted. Yeah, forget about the superhero. What's the deal with Pedro and his gayness? Will he actually put a wiener in his mouth in the movie? Oh boy. God, it's insufferable. These people are so obsessed with gay. So obsessed. Super Mario director says they cast Hollywood stars as voice actors because, quote, they could bring these video game characters who don't really have much of a personality to life. Flyboy Jock. Mando is terrible. Andor isn't perfect, but it's better. I hear that's like Star Wars communism. Andor. I'm done with Star Wars. F Star Wars. F it all. I'm not coming back until I don't know, Disney collapses and somebody buys it out from under them, maybe. Then maybe I might go, ooh, somebody crazy got a hold of the Star Wars license and they're doing, I don't know, Drunken Jedi. Ardent. Video game characters don't have much of a personality. Neither do Hollywood stars, LOL. Yeah, it's weird to make a statement like that. It's like Hollywood stars aren't necessarily great at that. Although I will say Charlie Day as Luigi's kind of funny. But, you know, I think we all know what we want to hear from people doing Mario and Luigi. Hey, it's a Mario. Hey, Luigi. Hey, Mario. You know, something racist to us Italians. And have them run around and just, I don't know, blow stuff up. It's a 90-minute commercial for a video game, let's be honest. It's going to be a wacky cartoon. It's just so overblown. I hate the overblownness of it. More than anything, I hate when they take something and it just overblown. Bleach Demon. Mando feels like they're doing a massive repair work after Boba Fett. Boba Feet. Oh, there are not going to be any hipster Vespa mobiles in that one? Oh, no. Oh, no, I really would have missed the rainbow, I don't even know what they were going for, Vespas that they put in there. Seth Rogen continues to clown himself. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles producer says that if media critics knew how much negative criticisms hurt the people that made things, they would second guess that what they write. Bleach Demon, I am trying to see if there's any hope, but I watch it for free so I don't feel invested. Well, that's okay then, I guess. If you got Disney Plus for free. That's the way I feel about my streaming services. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't watch them. I wouldn't pay for them. I don't have any money. But Seth Rogen, he can't shut up. He is a guy who definitely can't shut up. And it's a shame because I always thought he was funny back in the day when he was much more selective about the things he would talk about, or he wouldn't talk at all. You know, Superbad was good. I really like This Is the End. Self-deprecating, fun. Now he's unleashed on the world, and it's like no one's got him in check. If I was his agent or his manager, I would sit him down and go, Seth, you have to stay off the internet. You just have to stay off the internet, dude. Your fight with a stand-up comic in Scotland made you look like an a-hole. JEC. Knowing our words hurt the creators makes me want to yell at them more. Yeah. I mean, especially after his whole diatribe about his car being broken into. It's like, dude, I would just set him down and say, look, imagine you're a guy out in the middle of the Midwest and you just work a 9-to-5 job and you watch Seth Rogen movies, maybe you get high on the weekends, you got a girlfriend, but you're just sort of getting by. Your life's not great, but it's not super, super awful. And the one thing that keeps you going is, well, I like Seth Rogen, I like his movies. And then one day, your car gets busted into. And it's a big hassle, costs you a lot of money, puts you in debt for like a year until you pay it off. And then while you're paying it off, your hero, Seth Rogen, talks about how, oh, it's no big deal. It's life in the big city if your car gets broken into. Oh, you left a cool knife behind. They just don't get how other people live. They're too rich. Seth Rogen, he's got millions and millions and millions of dollars. The cars are disposable to him. The car is absolutely a disposable item. If he had to buy a car every time he drove, he could afford it. He could absolutely afford it. Bleach Demon. Meth Rogan makes me want to randomly criticize things to cause him pain. That photo, poor light. That beard. That beard's bad. That's a spotty beard. He should shave it. Shave it or grow it thicker. Or dye it to make it look thicker. That's terrible beard. And shave your neck. Ah! No neck beard. Jesus, you look terrible. If you shaved your neck, you'd look like you had a chin. It's just, you're gonna try to appeal to our sympathy now after the stuff you said on the internet. Oh yeah, that really works on the internet, by the way, appealing to people's sympathy. I'm getting raked over the coals in Bitchute these days, by the way. Some woman's got it in for me. She's been going back and forth with me. I don't know what her problem is, but she started by calling me names and then trying to convince me of, I'm not even sure what. I'm not even sure what her argument is at this point. We're just going back and forth. It may be over. I'm not sure. It may be one of you. That would be funny if it was one of you. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, this was an interesting story I talked about today. Animal Man series, rumored to be in development for James Gunn at the DCU. I can't believe they didn't pick the Animal Man first, because Animal Man was kind of woke when the comic came out. It's pretty damn woke. It's pretty damn, pro-PETA, if you've ever read it. That's not to say it's a bad comic. I always thought it was pretty good, but it's definitely a very progressive message. And I can't believe they didn't pick that up right away. That, to me, would have been top tier. You could have put that sucker right on the CW. You could have put him right in Batwoman. All the wokies would have loved it. Oh, a pro-animal guy? Hooray! He could have done the whole climate thing. I think he did a climate thing. Bleach Demon. If meth shaved, it would look like he had dignity. Yeah, it's weird, right? Imagine having millions of dollars and you just hate yourself. I just can't see that. Like, if I had millions of dollars and I kind of hated myself, I'd go to therapy or something. I'd change my life because I'd have millions of dollars to change it with. Even if he had to quit show business, he'd still be a millionaire for the rest of his life. You couldn't spend the money he has. Let's look at his money. Seth Rogen net worth 2022. All right, place your bets. Place your bets. Seth Rogen net worth at Celebrity Net Worth. I'm going to say, I'll say 50 million. 80 million. Damn it, that was my other guess. I swear to Christ that was. I was going to say, I thought 80 and I said, nah, that's too much. 50. But damn it. It's probably more like 50. Look at that. $80 million. He couldn't spend all that money if he tried. What could you spend that money on? I mean, if you're living large in Los Angeles, yeah, you can spend a lot of money. I mean, your house is going to cost you 20 mil. But, and all the taxes he must pay. But, Jesus, $80 million. Now, that includes things like his house and his savings, I guess. I mean, even if it's only half right, like 40 million. Bleach Demon. Pro PETA. I didn't know Animal Man killed shelter pets. No, it was all like a super pro-animal, pro-nature comic, but it was still pretty good. It still got a little dark and wacky. They had this really great bit where Peter Milligan accidentally writes himself into the comic as a character called the Writer, and then I think they're in the Suicide Squad one issue, and the writer is anything he writes happens, but he has to write it in time, and then he gets killed before he could write a solution to a problem, like a guy's trying to kill him and eventually kills him. It was pretty funny, pretty meta at the time. Yeah, this guy, I mean, $80 million. Can you imagine you complaining about anything if you had $80 million? I wouldn't complain about anything. Like, you're walking down the street and I don't know, somebody drops a sword on your foot and you lose 2 toes. I'd be like, oh no, that sucks, but well, I'll just go I'll go to the hospital and I'll probably get a prosthetic, be fine, get my toes sewn back on. Sure, I'll be fine. No worries. Ardent, that clown is worth $80 million, and I'm sitting here with 201 subs, barely scraping down $30 a month. No justice. No justice, no peace. You have 201 subs? Subscribe to Ardent, everyone. I'm approaching 3,000. And congratulations on making $30 a month, though. I don't make that much on my channel, by the way. You're making way more than me. I'm lucky if I crack 15, unless people give me money on the live stream. When you guys gave me money on the live stream, I cracked it. I cracked 50, I think. Somebody gave me like 50 or $100 one time. I forget who that was now. But that was awesome, by the way. And, but that otherwise, no. Flyboy Jock 87, don't work, Ardent. We got you. Yeah, soon everybody will be on YouTube and never have to work. That's the communist plan. We'll all be donating to each other. Oh, hey, you work on YouTube? I work on YouTube too. Here's some money. Oh, here's some of the money I earned on subscriptions. Ardent, yeah, I'm doing my celebration on Sunday. All right, good job. Is that what celebration are you doing? You're not doing birthday too, are you? Or is it just a celebration of 201 subs? I think you need it. What do you need? 1,000 to monetize? I think you need 1,000, right? Is Hollywood too sensitive for the Razzies? Probably. Oh, let's see if there's a list of the submissions. It's money from Subscribestar. Oh, okay. I can never get my Subscribestar to work. Still haven't gotten it to work. I set it up and then it didn't work. No, there's no listing of the Razzies yet. But judging by these pictures, I guess it's going to be Morbius, Tom Hanks as Colonel Parker, and Diane Keaton in one of the terrible movies she was in. Another old woman who was in a ton of movies recently. I get yelled at by this woman, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, in Amazon's Citadel. And I said nice things about the movie, and somebody yelled at me because I called her some hot chick from India. She is a hot chick from India. She's smoking. I don't know why that's considered an insult, but I don't know. Somebody got mad at me. I'm pissing off a lot of people these days on my YouTube comments for some reason, and Bitchute. Haven't pissed anybody off on Rumble yet. Oh, Bleach Demon, you're too nice. Pushing the limit a little further, and happy birthday. Thank you. Haha, now I'm making money. Oh, Bleach Demon, you're too nice. Ardent, I think it's 10,000. Good man, Bleach. No, I think it's 1,000. It can't be 10,000. I don't have 10,000 subscribers, and I'm monetized. They keep changing the rules on it, though. So even when you get monetized, it's like you get pennies. And then you got to put commercials on everything. Disney sells out Oscar advertising, everybody. Oh no! How will I advertise the Pineys on the Oscars if they've sold out all the advertising? Flyboy Jock 87. Ardent's beating me by 12 subs. This means war, lol. Oh, everybody subscribe to Fly Jock 87. Flyboy Jock 87 has a channel. What do you talk about, Flyboy? Let's see. Yellow Jackets. I've never understood this thing called Yellow Jackets. It appears to be a movie about a plane crash of teenagers that I think had to cannibalize some of the dead in order to survive, and then deal with the fallout in the series as older characters, and then they cast different actresses. Arden says, bring it on. Oh my god, it's a YouTube war. Write in my comments. It's weird. I never understood that show. It looks terrible. Christina Ricci's in it, though. That's the only kind of mild interest I had in it. I still say she would have made an excellent older Wednesday, and that would have been an absolute bomb of a show. An awesome bomb of a show. But instead, we got Jenna Ortega, who's okay. I don't know. I just can't stand when Hollywood misses an obvious layup like that. It's so obvious to me. Daredevil Born Again lands Dexter director Michael Custa. I don't know. That show's going to be not good. I think it's going to be not good. I don't think it'll be as horrible as people think, but I think the bar is pretty damn low for this show. Plus, they got rid of like 2 of the cast members from the old show already. They're not even bringing them back. It's just going to be like Daredevil. They're bringing back the Punisher. And I don't know. I guess it's just going to be him fighting crime all the time and occasionally dating She-Hulk for some reason. I don't know how they're getting rid of his sidekick. I thought he was the guy who kept the law office open while he ran around fighting crime. Seems dumb to get rid of that character. I mean, I could see getting rid of his girlfriend, I guess, but seems dumb getting rid of can't think of the character's name. Yeah, I can't wait for Razor Fist's video on that. He loves Daredevil. But he's already braced himself. Just sub to yours, Flyboy. There you go. Got you a sub there, ardent sub. There you go. Now we're doing an even exchange here. Where to stream 2023's Oscar-nominated movies right now as a public service to you. I thought I'd tell you this because I was asking this question myself for a while. Because I wanted to see Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I couldn't find it. Now I know why. So first up, The Banshees of Inisherin is on HBO Max. That's where I saw it. It's pretty good. It's a weird movie. A very weird thing happens in it. If you can get past that, it's good. It's really good. But there's one really big thing that happens in it that you kind of got to get past and accept that happens in the movie. If you haven't seen it, I won't ruin it for you, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. This I do want to see, but it's only on Showtime right now, so. Ardent, LOL, subscription communism can win the day. Communism doesn't work, damn it. If we do subscription communism, we'll be killing our subscribers within months. We don't want that. Yeah, so Showtime for Everything Everywhere All at Once. This was a Showtime film? It's weird. That's up for everything. Tar. Tar had some kind of bass speech in the middle of it, which I kind of want to see. Just based on that. It's at Peacock. Another weird place to stream it, but I guess the people who own NBC financed the movie. Elvis movies at HBO Max. I have zero interest in this movie. I don't know. I'm so sick of Elvis. I said that when this trailer came out. I'm like, it's too soon. Uh, Elvis is Elvis is everywhere. Still, you know. I just I just don't want to see it. This movie got shafted. I felt RRR, Rise, Roar, and Revolt, which was a pretty good movie. And if you were going to nominate it, I don't know why you wouldn't nominate it for Best International Picture, because it was a phenomenon in India. And if that isn't a Best International, it was like one of the highest grossing movies in India. And so why not give it at least a nomination in Best International Film? This movie was huge. Don't ask me how Hollywood picks these. Flyboy Jock, thanks Ardent. To answer Tony's question, I got a video that got 226 334 views. Oh my god, back in 2009, it was part of the Star Wars trailer contest for a novel. Sorry to showboat, LOL. I had one video that got, I think I got up to about 110,000 views before I finally deleted it. And the only reason I deleted, I was making money on it too, but the only reason I deleted it was I got the news story really wrong, and it had to do with a particular organization, and people were blowing me up in the comments too much. And when you have a video like that, you become known for that video, like it keeps running to the top of the queue. And I didn't want to be known for that video, so I deleted it, but good on you. Nice, says Ardent. But yeah, Rise, Roar, and Revolt is a really fun movie. I don't know why they wouldn't nominate it for Best International Picture. It just seems like a no-brainer. But they nominated it for Best Song, which I think they're a shoe-in because it's the only nomination in the movie. Bizarre. Ardent, my biggest view count is 7-second joke on shorts. You'll hit on something. You probably will never go over 1,000. Like I don't go over 1,000 now. I hit something at about 1,200, and then it just dies. I think I have a couple that are 3,000 and 5,000, but they're a couple of years older. I tell you, every time I do something on a Filipino movie, my review of this movie did really well like that. If it's out of the country, popular, sky's the limit. But I don't want to be known as the guy who just watches Indian cinema. And so after a while, I just stopped looking at it. I tell you, I reviewed this Saudi Arabian cartoon that's really popular. It's called Massamir. It's pretty funny. It's some of the context is a little hard to get, but it's kind of fun. And just recently, it just popped up in the feed again, and I got like 100 hits on it just because, I don't know, I think I got over 1,000 hits on it. It just keeps coming back. It's weird. The algorithm is so weird and confusing to me. Harry the Human is here. He says, I say, let them fight in the comments. Dun, dun, dun. Flyboy Jock, sometimes shorts are best. That is true. Top Gun, of course, Maverick. Is at Paramount and MGM. Oh, I'm sorry. RRR is at Netflix, by the way. And Top Gun is at Paramount and MGM. Totally worth seeing on the big screen. If this doesn't win Best Picture, it's only up for Best Picture and like Best Sound, and that's it. But it should win for both, I think. I think Hollywood didn't want to nominate it for anything else for political reasons. And I think they would love to snub it, but I don't know. I don't know if they pick Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Well, I guess it's adapted screenplay, original song. It's not going to win for song. No way. Best editing, visual effects. Nobody cares about those. Ardent. Oh, speaking of fights in the comments, how you felt lately? I've been monetizing the ideological fools who pick fights with me on Twitter. Good for you. How do you do that? Bleach Demon. I'll fight you, Harry. LOL. Ardent. LOL. Pistols at Dawn. Um, oh, I guess you got to get the blue check to monetize on Twitter. I haven't done that yet. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio at Netflix. That is the best animated feature. Turning Red, which has no business being nominated for anything, I think, but Bleach Demon to Ardent. Now I want to meddle on your Twitter. Again, it could be a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? We just all argue on Twitter and get paid. It's weird. What do you do for a living? I argue with people on Twitter. Oh, you make a lot of money doing that? 200 grand a year. Really? Yeah, really? You want to fight about it? Turning Red. I don't know how that got nominated, but you could see that on Disney Plus. Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery. I don't know why you would want to see this movie. It's on Netflix. At Bleach Demon. Please, do I need the controversy clicks? Harry the Human at Bleach Demon. Using a wrecking bar as a sword may look slow, but you only need to get one hit. It's true. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris is on Peacock. So if you too are an 80-year-old woman and would like to see that movie, now you know where to go. Get your grandkids to hook up Peacock for you. Fire of Love documentary is at Disney Plus and Hulu. All Quiet on the Western Front, which deserves some awards, is on Netflix. Ryan Citro is here. Hello. Hello, Ryan Citro. All That Breathes on HBO Max. It's the best documentary. Follows two brothers who run a bird hospital dedicated to rescuing injured black kites, a staple in the skies of New Delhi, India. That is a incredibly specific task. I guess that's good. Are kites like, I don't know, pigeons? Are they disgusting birds that eat garbage? Because then I don't know what to think. Ardent. Most fights usually ended with one hit, Harry, the last one. Ryan Citro. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I thought I'd have a birthday stream today. I was too tired yesterday to do it. And after I did my talk in Stratford, which was a really good talk, by the way. Oh, something really cool came out of that. For those of you interested, I know this is a very select that might be interested in this. At Harry, well, if you can swing that over a quarter of a mile. So I ran into one of my fans at the event, and he turned me on to a movie about the Pine Barrens that is very obscure. If you'd like to search for it, it's on the Rutgers website for Rutgers College. They have a copy of it. It's called Ghost in the Pines. It was made in 1974, and it features some of the ghost towns in South Jersey, for those of you interested in Piney stuff. I hadn't seen it ever, so I was very excited to see it. It's a very 1974 movie. If you've ever seen the Mother Leeds 13th Child movie about the Jersey Devil, it's got those sort of qualities to it. It's a little more documentary. Ryan Citro, I have been on Lunatic Dad's live streams. Who's Lunatic Dad? Harry the Human at Ardent. The first hit is also the last with a wrecking bar. Bleach Demon, I just got my first check for my online flight. 1 million Zimbabwe dollars. Well, congratulations. Oh, online fight. Ryan Citro, this is the first time being on your live stream. Welcome. Welcome. Because this is your first time, you have to buy beers for everyone. Next up is Navalny. Best documentary is on HBO Max. Follows Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny and his quest to identify the men who poisoned him in August 2020. Anna's Gameland is here, and she says, happy birthday to me. Thank you, Anna, and hail to the chat. Welcome. Welcome. The Batman, you know, I guess it's streaming on HBO Max, which is where I saw it. I guess, sound, certainly best makeup, because Colin Farrell just, I mean, this is Colin Farrell in the picture as the Penguin. He just looks incredible. He just looks absolutely incredible in it. Best visual effects, yeah, I would give it to the Batman. The Sea Beast, movie about a girl's quest to find a legendary sea monster from Chris Williams, directed of Big Hero 6, co-director of Mona, is up for Best Animated Feature, I guess, on Netflix. Ryan Citro, Lunatic Dad is a YouTuber. Go to his YouTube channel. All right, I'll check it out later. Blonde, Ana de Armas. I don't know why this movie's nominated. Ana de Armas is way too young to win anything. They'll never give her an award. I don't think. I heard this Blonde movie was terrible. There's a scene in it where she talks to an aborted fetus or something. Who wants to see that? Who is that for? Ardent, my wrecking bar has a red dot. I just wanted to see hot Ana de Armas traipsing around in costumes from the Marilyn Monroe days. I don't want to see anything about an abortion. No, thank you. Pass. Causeway with Jennifer Lawrence. A Blonde is on Netflix, by the way. Causeway is on Apple TV. I have Apple TV. I haven't figured out how to hook it up yet. Jennifer Lawrence still looks good. I mean, this movie looks boring. It looks like a boring drama. But she's in No Hard Feelings, which I just looked at that trailer. That looks pretty funny. That actually looks funny and fun. So, and she looks pretty hot in that too. Ryan Citro, tell me when you were born? I was born in 1966, Ryan. Why do you ask? Are you trying to steal my identity online? There's not much there to steal. Let me just tell you. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever is not supposed to be nominated, in my view. This is not a movie. I mean, I guess visual effects and maybe costume design. I don't know. Namor looked terrible in this movie. Angela Bassett, I guess, is that supposed to look cool? I don't know what that is. I guess it's I don't know. I think they're really pushing hard for Angela Bassett. I guess it's her time. Maybe they'll give it to her. Flyboy Jock 87. Tony, would you ever write a screenplay or teleplay about hackers? Sure. Absolutely. Why? You want to hire me? Pony up. Pony up the dough. Triangle of Sadness is on Hulu. I would like to see this movie. It sounds weird as F. It's a dark comedy. Woody Harrelson's in it. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay. But I'm not buying Hulu just to see it. And of course, Women Talking. Oh man, I can only imagine my ex turning to me and going, "Can we go see Women Talking?" No, we can't. You can go see it. Ryan Citro, no, I was not trying to steal your identity. I just wanted to know the year you were born. Yes, I am 57. 57 years young. That's why now when I see somebody who died of a heart attack at 47, I go, "Ooh, too young." Oh my God, they were only 53? Now when I was like 20, oh, he's 53? He's old. Of course he's dead. He's practically dead at 53. Now when you get to be 57, you're like, "Oh, it's so young. It's so young." He had his whole life ahead of him. It's funny how people change as you get older. Uh, Ryan Citro, did you know that John F. Kennedy... Oh, message retracted. Did you retract it or did YouTube? I'm wondering. Yeah, so Women Talking. It's just about the worst title I think I could think of for a movie, if you want me to say it. Hey, you want to go see a movie called Women Talking? No. Dear God, no. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Everything I hear is this movie's really good. It did really well. So, it's streaming on Peacock. Women Talking is streaming on Prime. I could see that. Ryan Citro, did you know that 1966 was when John F. Kennedy was president? That's right. I think you were going to say when he was shot. He wasn't shot until 68, I believe, right? I think he was shot in 68. And that's it for the movies. So if you want to stream that, stream the Oscar noms. There you go. Ardent. Oh, wait. Back one up. Bleach Demon. Angela Bassett looks like she's ready for badminton with that hat. Yeah, she's the queen of the shuttlecocks. Ardent Parody. Party. There was an older lady in my hometown who was in her 90s or close to 100. One day I was passing her, and one of my great aunts who was in her 80s said she was telling the younger woman that. Yeah. She should not hope to get old. LOL. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But it's kind of good too. You know? You just don't deal with as much BS. Like back in the day, everything used to worry me. Now nothing worries you. Really. You just don't worry about this stuff anymore. Now horrible things happen and I go, sure it'll be fine. Because you've been through it all before. Flyboy Jock 87. What's your favorite hacker movie? Not really big on the hacker movies. I mean, War Games from the 80s. Tron, if that counts, the original Tron. Because back then, you know, the original old-timey hacker movies, like the internet was very new and nobody knew its potential. So it seemed like you could do all these crazy things online that now, like, we know there's all these fail-safes and whatnot. Even Weird Science had a bit of the internet on it, and I love Weird Science. Arden says, Weird Science. There you go. Great minds. Ryan Citro, did you know that Abe Lincoln was assassinated in 1865? I did know that. I did know Abe Lincoln was assassinated. JC, assassination of John F. Kennedy was November 22nd, 1963. Wait a minute. It was? I don't know why I said it's 68 then. Well, I got that wrong. Don't go to me for history on John F. Kennedy, apparently. Anna's Gameland. At Flyboy Jock. TV show, Mr. Robot. JC, Matrix is a hacker movie. Yeah, okay, Matrix. The first Matrix. Just the first Matrix. Why did I think 1968 with John F. Kennedy? I guess I'm thinking of RFK? RFK, maybe? Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. I guess The Matrix is a hacker movie. They kind of don't really do any hacking in it, but I guess you consider it a hacking movie. It's definitely a computer movie. Nixon was elected in 68, wasn't he? Was he? Oh boy. Time to do some research. Let's see. RFK. Do that one. Ryan Citro, I'm running for president in 2044. Well, good luck. Yes, RFK was assassinated June 6, 1968. I'm not totally stupid, everyone. I was at least thinking of a Kennedy. JEC confirms. Yes. Yes. I'm not totally stupid when it comes to history. I just confused my Kennedys. That's easy to do. There's a lot of them. And then, of course, there's Ted, the one that lived. Ironically, after driving off the bridge in Chappaquiddick, there's something to Google. Oh, read about Chappaquiddick. They used to rake him over the coals every time about that. Ryan Citro, will I vote for you? Well, let me know your platform, Ryan. I'm not just going to throw my vote away. What the hell are you going to do about these gas prices, Ryan? What the hell are you going to do? Are you going to lower the gas? Are you going to lower my taxes? Are you going to abolish the IRS? What are you going to do for me? And let's see, 2044. How old? Oh my God! I got another thing. Harry the Human gave me money. Thank you, Harry. USS in Boots is great. The villain is literally I am evil because I am evil N-word. He actually says the N-word in that movie? USS in Boots. Oh, okay. You just left off the P. Puss in Boots is great. The villain is literally I am evil because I'm evil N-word. Flyboy Jock 87. The Matrix and Mr. Robot are the best. I did enjoy Mr. Robot. The first couple of, I think I watched the first 2 seasons. Ryan Citro. Okay. Oh, so you're gonna get rid of the IRS? Sure, I'll vote for you. Bleach Demon. Never forget. Mary Jo Kopechne. Yeah, that's right. In Chappaquiddick. Ryan Citro. I will help serve you. Well, thank you, Ryan. You sound like you're going to be a good president. Flyboy Jock 87. Never saw Weird Science, though. Oh, you're missing out. But it's kind of a very 80s movie. It's very wacky. It's the idea that the internet can do just about anything. So they make a girl, they make a Frankenstein girl out of it. And it's, oh God, Steven Seagal's ex-wife. I forget her name. Who was smoking hot at the time. Ryan Citro, can we be BFFs? I don't really know you, Ryan. This is all moving so quickly. We can be as much of friends as people on chat can be, I guess. I don't know what part of the world do you live in, Ryan? Bleach Demon, Weird Science is fantastic. It certainly is. Ardent Ryan, I will vote for you if you promise to invade Canada and make us all free Americans. Ryan Citro, will you be my vice president? Let's see, how old will I be in 2044? That's 21 years from now. Ooh, I don't know, man. I'll be 78. That's a little too old to be VP. I think you need someone who's a little younger, Ryan. Bleach Demon, Ryan, to serve Tony sounds like a Twilight Zone episode. I'll tell you what, Ryan. I'll be an advisor. I'd happily advise you, and throw in my 2 cents. I'll be the Steve Bannon of your administration, and then you could fire me when I talk too much. Ryan, okay, Ardent, party. Ardent, Kelly LeBrock, that's her. Kelly LeBrock, yes. Let's take a look at Kelly LeBrock back in the day. Kelly LeBrock, Weird Science. And let's go to images. See, this is Kelly LeBrock here. Let's see. See if they got a full body shot of her. Not really. That was Kelly back in the day. That's kind of a hot. It's kind of hard to see in these pictures, but trust me, Kelly was very hot. Oh, here's the movie poster. Let's see if it's got a big fold in it. Oh my God, I got another. Everybody's throwing money at me. Ryan, okay, be my advisor. Okay, I'll be your advisor. Harry the Human has given me £10 for a happy birthday. I'm having a great birthday Thanks to you guys. Thanks, Harry. So that was Kelly LeBrock. You could see she's got a very flat stomach, pretty nice boobies, and a butt that just wouldn't quit. Very hot, Kelly LeBrock. You could see why Steven Seagal was all about her. This is from this is from Weird Science 2. This is later in the movie. And you think the whole movie she's going to take their virginity, but I don't think she does. Bill Paxton is in it too, right? Here's a wallpaper. That's Anthony Michael Hall on the right. I forget the other actor's name. Yeah, it's basically they Frankenstein a hot chick using the internet. And then it all goes wrong. It's such a fun movie. This is a movie they could remake. Oh, it'd be fun. Ryan Citro, can you show Congressman Tom Odysee? I don't know who that is. You want to see him? I guess I could. Let's see. Congressman. I don't know who that is. Tom Odysee. That's him, I guess. Great hips. I don't know. I can't really see his hips in these pictures, Arden. Oh, you mean Kelly LeBrock. Yeah, that's him there. Why are you telling me to show Congressman Tom Odysee? Is he who you're going to run against? Or is he going to be president? I don't know. See, I've never heard of this guy. I assume he's currently serving. Here he is in Long Island Weekly. So, getting back to Deadline. Getting back to what we're talking about, movies. If there's anything left to talk about, let's see. Scream 6 sequel cuts path to franchise record $42 million opening. We'll see about that. Did I have the numbers up here? I thought I did. Yeah, here's the numbers. Ryan Citro, because he was my congressman. Ryan Ardent, LOL. What happened to him? Did he retire? Oh, is the numbers out? We can't get the numbers? You got to be kidding me. Oh, no. What's the other thing? I have to go to Box Office Mojo. Oh, you're from Long Island. Ah, says Ryan. Box Office. Looks like we got to go to Box Office Mojo for the numbers, which I used to use all the time, but then, man, they got something really wrong, so. All right, let's see. It's the daily. The daily numbers for yesterday, Thursday. Ardent President Susie? All right. So on Thursday, Creed made $3 million. These are Thursday numbers, so they're a little short. Ryan Citro, he left in 2023. Okay. Cocaine Bear made $817,000. Jesus Revolution, number 3, $772,000. Yeah. So what's the name didn't even open yet. So they're tracking Scream 6 to make $42 million this weekend, I assume, which wouldn't be bad, I guess. I mean, Creed 2 is doing okay. The opening was $58 million. That's higher though. But doing pretty good. Maybe they're talking $42 million for a Thursday. That would be insane. Ryan Citro, did you know that the Lusitania sank in 1915? I knew it sank. I wasn't sure of the year. 1915? It was 1915? I thought it was earlier than that, but I'll take your word for it. Are you going to open up an investigation as president into the sinking of the Lusitania? Because it's about time. It's about time. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really to be gleaned by these numbers until we get to the weekend, really. Except that Operation Fortune, the new Guy Ritchie movie, unfortunately is not doing great. Although internationally it did 31 million, but domestically it only did 4. That's like that's like the numbers for Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which like their numbers were like that. It did terribly domestically, but in Europe it was like gangbusters. Everybody in Europe saw Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Nobody here saw it except me and a handful of other people. And it's such a good movie. But I do want to see this movie. I hope it comes to a streaming thing near me, or I get out to see it. I don't know if I'll get out to see it. It looks good. I want to see it mainly for Aubrey Plaza and Jason Statham to shoot dudes in the face. Yeah. So, and they're still holding on to all the Oscar candidates because I think they're going to try to reissue them or do another push once the Oscars finally happen. When the hell are the Oscars? Jesus, I thought they would have already happened by now. When the hell are the Oscars? Let's check in on that. How to watch the blah 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 Oscars. They're in March this year. March 12th. Oh, it's this Sunday. I can't do my Oscar stream. I guess I'll be doing it on the 12th, but later. I guess the Oscars will still be going on. I guess I ought to get my Oscar picks in, but I sort of did. I've done like 2 different Hollywoke hot takes. Ryan Citro, well, after its sinking by a German U-boat, then the U.S. declared war on Germany. Sounds like you should open up an investigation. Finally settle the historical record for once and for all. Anna's Gameland. Is Will Smith invited? Haha. No, but he's coming to the parties. Flyboy Jock 87. Nothing can stop the Will Smith slap. Don't worry, they're going to have a task force on it this year. That was what the big announcement was a few days ago, that they're actually having a task force at the Oscars to avoid any slapping. And Will Smith, I guess. But imagine some stars get together and say, oh, we got to slap each other silly. It'll be great. We'll get so much attention. I wouldn't put it past them. It would be a genius move, right? So you tune into the Oscars, or nobody tunes into the Oscars as per normal. No normal people. And then there's just a big slap fight, like some big fight breaks out. The whole cast starts slapping each other crazy. And then everybody goes nuts on the internet and everybody starts tuning in. It would be a genius move. I say slap away. It almost would make me tune in to see the damn thing. I wish I could simulcast it. Have the Oscars up in a corner while I talk about them, but there's no way YouTube would allow me to do that. I think I did it one year, but I had it on like my phone, and then I just talked about it. Because otherwise, yeah, you just can't show stuff anymore on YouTube, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, this is another one I got blasted on. I keep getting blasted in my comments recently. It's a TV show called The Power, and it was about it's based on a book, and the premise of the book is women all suddenly get the power to shoot electricity out of their hands. And it changes everything. Like, for no reason, all the women get that power. And then it's all about how women now are physically more capable than men, and it changes the way the world works. Yeah, it's like every woman in the world turns into a girl boss, and how it annoys all the men. Ryan Citro, can you show Jefferson Davis? Why do you want to see Jefferson Davis? Why are you making me show all this stuff? I'm growing suspicious of you, Ryan, who wants to run for president. Do you just want to see how far you can push me until I show something that'll get me banned off of YouTube? Ardent, Tony, can I come to your stream for a publicity slap? Yes. Yes, you can, Ardent. If you get down to South Jersey, I'll slap you silly. I'm just joking, YouTube, by the way. Don't even know what I could say on YouTube anymore. Probably get flagged. Yeah, you said you could slap people. Probably take away all my precious, precious money, too. So the power, I don't know, some girl was, I might have been the same woman arguing with me in the Bitchute, arguing with me that The Power is a great book and it's a great concept, and I'm just like, it sounds stupid. It sounds stupid. It just sounds very arbitrary. Oh, what if all the women could shoot electricity out of their hands? Well, what if all the women could turn invisible? What if all the men could, I don't know, shoot lava out of their eyeballs? Like, what kind of story is that? What kind of start is that to a story? Doesn't make any sense to me, but I mean, I get what she's doing. It's a very ham-fisted metaphor for, well, if women were more physical than men, you know what would happen? They'd turn into men. They'd be men in a week. And then I guess we'd be the women. Because we'd be getting pushed around. And then all the stuff we said to women, I guess, would get parroted back to us to the end of time. And then we'd have to be emotional and manipulative. Ryan Citro, no, because we need to learn us history together. Okay, what kind of history are you going to teach me with Jefferson Davis? I'm kind of up on my Jefferson Davis. I think I'm good. JEC, because if every woman in the world got lightning powers, they wouldn't freak out immediately and kill everyone on accident. Ardent, woohoo! Ardent, for one slap will make me silly. You can talk about Jefferson Davis if you want. I don't want to get into the Civil War. It's kind of boring to me. You know who talked about the Civil War, had a great stream on it, was Razor Fist. Did one on Lincoln, not to be missed. Watch the Razor Fist Lincoln video. It's very good. That'll teach you some history. Oh my God. Menstrual cycle documentary. Ugh. Those are 3 words I didn't want to hear. Periodical features Naomi Watts, Gloria Steinem. Who would want to see this? Megan Rapinoe and more tackling a taboo subject. Ugh. Ryan Citro, well, what about the Louisiana Purchase? I'm for it. I guess. I don't know. It was Thomas Jefferson. He did it. I don't know. He was a little out of control when he was president. Ardent, sounds like that terrible Next Generation episode, Angel 1, where all the women are Amazons and the men are manlets. Or that episode of Futurama. Snoo. Ryan, okay. Not to pour rain on your parade, Ryan. I'm just goofing around. But I'm not really a history guy in the stream, anyway. And I'm too scatterbrained trying to read everybody's comments. Flyboy Jock, why can't you show the movie trailers you reviewed, Tony? Can't you just play the video without the audio to avoid copyright issues? I've tried doing that and I still gotten flagged. So I just stopped doing it after a while. I got sick of getting flagged. Ryan Citro, Thomas Jefferson signed the Declaration of Independence. He certainly did. He certainly did. Ardent, why is the White House white at Ryan Citro? Oh, he's challenging you now, Ryan. Get to Googling. I would play the video. I used to play the video. I would play it. I had the camera over here, and then I would point it towards me and my screen, and then I would play it and talk over it. But I don't know. YouTube's weird. If any music plays, you're effed. And then for the visuals, I got effed one time. I got a channel strike because a Russian film company had put out this, their trailer leaked online by mistake, and I didn't know it had leaked. And I showed the trailer just like I normally did, and I didn't even have the sound on, and I was talking about their movie, which, by the way, I was raving about, and they flagged me. and I had to take the video down. I don't know why YouTube even bothers with their stupid system. Like, if you got a video and YouTube doesn't want it up, just delete it. Just send me an email and say, we deleted your video, we don't like it. And I'd be like, oh. And just tell me what I did wrong. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then I won't do it again. Or I'll just say, well, I guess I can't show that. Like, if you just send me a video saying, we have taken down this video because the movie company who made the video, the movie was, the trailer was stolen or whatever, it leaked online. You didn't know that, but we took down the video. Like, that's all you had to do. And I'd be like, oh. Ryan Citro, I wrote letters to U.S. Presidents Trump and Biden. I don't think they read letters anymore. But doesn't mean you shouldn't write to them. If enough people do. Bleach Demon, riddle me this, history man. What was the second Allied army in the Battle of Berlin? Now you're getting too specific. I have no idea. The second Allied army in the Battle of Berlin. The second Allied army in the Battle of Berlin. Well, I assume the first was the United States. It was the Battle of Berlin. So, would it be Britain? But that doesn't sound like it makes sense because they would have been there. Or is it from your perspective and the ally was us, and then we would have been the first ally, but then the second ally would have been, who else was an ally? Russia? But it was the Battle of Berlin. Was that would have been earlier in the war, so maybe not Russia. Some obscure country like, no, it wouldn't have been France. Wouldn't have been Spain. Something in the Nordic region, I'm guessing. Maybe that one of the Nordic countries that wasn't occupied, or were they all occupied? I don't know. Guess it wouldn't have been Ireland. Jeez, who's left? Some obscure country. I bet it's a joke country. Canada? I'll guess Canada. Probably not, but I'll guess that. I'll say it's a safe bet. I know they were in on it. Bleach Demon. Battle of Berlin was in 1945. Oh, Berlin. I said Britain. I've read your thing wrong. Oh, okay. So then Russia. Wait, Russians got there first? So who would have been the second? That time everybody was fighting a war. I don't know. Greece? That'd be pretty funny if it was Greece. Ardent, ouch. Ryan Citro, the White House is white because they did a lot of painting and decorating. And they wanted a nice blank canvas. Chelsea Handler bets on DeSantis over Trump, slams dog whistling, Republicans, and SXSW chat with Jen Psaki. So, here's a bunch of BS. There's no way I think Chelsea Handler's going to vote Republican. I think she's just saying that now because it's like every Democrat's saying that because they're desperate to have Trump not run. And they think by like promoting DeSantis, they'll split the vote. DeSantis will become the nominee, but he'll lose. And then they get 4 more years of, I don't know, the Stewart Joe Biden. Maybe they'll just put him in a coma and he'll be the coma president. Ardent. Oh, wait. Newfoundland wasn't part of Canada during the war. Was it Newfoundland? That's pretty cool if it was. Newfoundland wasn't part of Canada during the war? Were they their own country? Were you guys like the Texas of Canada? That's pretty cool. Do you have cowboys in Newfoundland? JC, who the literal hell is Chelsea? Handler, and why do people keep talking about her? I think mostly because she's kind of a who, and takes off her top a lot and has sex with a lot of different guys and brags about it. She was ostensibly a stand-up comic who was kind of in the queue to be a late night talk show host, kind of along the lines of another what's her name? Oh, I can't think of her name now. Like a Jesus, my brain. The woman who died. Her daughter is still hosting stuff. She hosted the Tonight Show. God, I can't think of her name all of a sudden. I draw blanks like this all the time. It'll come to me in a minute. I have to calm down. Bleach Demon, the second army to enter Berlin was Poland. Oh, well, that makes sense. They also raised the first Allied flag in Berlin, and they were forced by the Soviets to pull it down or face the consequences. Now, I thought their army was like nothing because when they got invaded, they still had like horses and stuff. So by that time, I guess they geared up. JEC, Cowboys in Alberta, Fishermen in Newfoundland. Joan Rivers, that's who I was thinking of. Thank you, JEC. God, I couldn't think of her name. So they set Chelsea Handler up to be kind of the next Joan Rivers of this era, assuming that late night TV would last forever, even though it's dying and nobody cares about late night TV. So she was going to be, and in her defense, she's probably the only person, the only female in that realm that is even halfway decent, because you saw what happened when they gave that show to, what was her name, Singh, the YouTuber who got her own late night show and was just like eye cancer. At least Chelsea Handler can host a show, but she's not very funny. I would have picked, if I had to pick a female comic, I would have picked somebody like Whitney Cummings. She was pretty good. Newfoundland was basically the Texas of the North. We had pirates, not cowboys. Cowboys and pirates. Neat. Flyboy Jock 87. Is anybody an old school Three Stooges fan? Oh, I love the Three Stooges. I've just seen him so many times I don't watch him anymore. Ardent would be a fun movie. Cowboys and Pirates. Definitely better than Cowboys and Aliens, I'll tell you that. That movie sucked so much. Yeah, so Chelsea Handler is not very funny in my view. She's not like Amy Schumer levels of unfunny, but she's like mildly okay as a stand-up. But, you know, she's kind of like, you know, the main character in Sex of the City. She's super single and having lots of sex and just keeps bragging about it. And but she was a big proponent of a certain medical procedure, and then famously was driving home after getting one of these medical procedures and having trouble seeing out of one eye or something. I forget exactly what happened, but she's driving home and she's like, is anybody else having trouble seeing out of one eye? I feel like my face, this weird thing going on with my face. Is anybody else having that? And I just thought, oh my God. Ardent, Kathleen Madigan would be a good late night host. God, I know that name. Yeah, there's a few that'll be okay. But like late night TV is so done and over because everybody has a podcast now. Everybody would rather see podcasts because, you know, if Ardent did come to South Jersey after saying, oh, will you slap me? You'd actually turn in because I might slap him, right? You might go, oh, he might actually slap Ardent. That'd be funny. And we would probably work something out where I actually slap him, but like don't hurt him. And it'd be funny. We'd make like a big deal about it. Whereas on a late night talk show, you kind of know what's going to happen because they're trapped by their various rules, and you know, they're not going to do anything really off the wall. It's all coordinated. Ardent, Chelsea Handler went after Russell Brand in interview and got absolutely roasted. I'm not surprised. See, she's not that smart. You know, she's kind of smart enough to be mildly entertaining, but and to use, and she's not bad looking. She's for an older woman, but she kind of uses that. But you know, she's a little too like, she's sort of not as bad as Kathy Griffin, but she approaches that. She stops just short of being Kathy Griffin, who's just annoying now. Ardent, LOL, used to be a pro wrestler. I can sell a fake slap like nobody's business. That would be pretty funny. Well, Ardent's here. He's come all the way from Canada, and and then you just leave. That's the end of the street. I traveled 3,000 miles just to get slapped. I don't think that was worth it. No, I'd make you a hamburger or something at least. Come all the way down here. Assuming we have hamburgers in the next few years. But, yeah, so Chelsea Handler I just should shut up, you know? She's trying to be outrageous, I guess. JC, damn YouTube blocking my joke. Ardent, perfect. What was your joke, JC? Try to send it in code. Flyboy Jock, let's all admit Chelsea Handler needs a hand. I know, bad joke. Bleach Demon, I went in on that stream. Ardent, pork roll. Like, I have to admit, I'd do Chelsea Handler. I would totally do her. But I have a low bar. I really do. I just have the worst taste in women. Bleach Demon, bug burgers. Ugh. No, wrong. Ugh. I am fully prepared to learn how to raise and kill my own cows before I eat a bug burger. I guess I could keep them in the backyard. You've been raising that cow for a year. I know. I'm very hungry. Fortunately, chickens are a lot easier to raise. But they're a mess, too. God. I don't want to raise my own food. I know that's coming, though. I know that's coming. I'm going to be raising my own food. I know that's happening. I'll probably be stuck on my parents' farm after society collapses. And with some of my relatives. Eking out a living. Picking pine cones in the pine barrens and blueberries. I'll be one of those crazy old guys with no teeth. You came down to the pines. You ain't leaving now. Ardent, I'm thinking goats. Goats work. They are nasty, though, some of them. Some of them are nice, but they're out of control. They don't stop for anything. My parents' neighbors had 2 goats, and they used their horns to smash in the shed so they could get at their food and just started eating it. And then they got bored of that. They jumped out of their pens and they were just roaming out on the street. And the street out in front of my parents is kind of busy. So we had to, and then they drifted over. They saw us and they drifted over, and then we're like, oh, crap. So I got a rope, and eventually we took them back over. Fortunately, they were nice and wanted to go back to their house. I guess they kind of got lost after a while, but they are tough. Ryan Citro, I found out that you are a comic book writer. You are correct, sir. I am a comic book writer. It'll come in very handy after the apocalypse. Okay, we need a farmer and a doctor. I'm a comic book writer. Flyboy Jock 87. If you want dinner with Nicole Kidman, then you have to learn how to have bug burgers, Tony. LOL. I do not want dinner with Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman was married to Tom Cruise and was in Eyes Wide Shut as his wife, and I didn't believe it. Bleach Demon at Ardent. Sounds like another Sultan Compound edition. Ardent. Yep, Bleach. SXSW First Look director Odin Timoner digs into GameStop fiasco and the internet's threat to democracy in the New Americans, a gaming revolution. Do we really consider the whole GameStop thing a threat to democracy? That was the greatest thing I ever saw. I wanted in on that. I got in on it. I think I bought it at one point and sold a share. Ardent, yep, Bleach. Or did I read that one? I think I did. It's weird how these elites see things. They just see things in the most negative way. They're like determined to push everybody back into a little tiny box. You will eat the bugs and live in the pod. And they'll all be sitting in their mansions going, yep, this was the only thing we could do. Yep. And we needed to push people into the pods. I know. Pass the caviar. Thank you. I know we had to push people in. I didn't want to do it. It was the only way. It was the only sensible solution. And to give them more boosters. And to force it on them, of course. Now, I didn't take the booster. Oh, of course not. I wanted to. Of course you did. That's the conversations I imagined with these idiots. Bleach Demon, well, Shazam, we got to get that illustration harvested. If we don't get those in by Sunday, the colors will run. What else did I have here? Oh, no, we did this. Domestic box office. I can't believe the numbers didn't load up. That's weird. See if I can load them up one more time. Try a different page. I guess the site's down. Yeah, looks like it's down. It is not loading. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap up soon because it's been, almost 2 hours. But this has been fun. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to have to get back into writing screenplays. I got to make some money. But you guys made me some money tonight. Thank you guys so much. It was really nice. Really nice of you. Ryan Citro. My dad is on YouTube. His name is Gary Citro. All right. I'll check that out. JC. I posted my joke on Getter in a reply to a post you made. All right. Let's go see that. Over at Getter. Okay. Let me refresh. Getter Live? Is that what I was seeing? No. I want to go to my feed, I guess. Oh, wait. I'll click on my own profile. There we go. Okay. So I got one comment under a Pineys podcast. Chelsea Handler isn't fit to S on Joan Rivers' used tampon. I can't understand why YouTube censored it. I can't understand it. Because they have no sense of humor. That's why. That's why. We have to rely on Getter to get our message out. Oh, man. I got 99 plus. Oh, okay. I should just go to notifications next time. I got so many notifications. Oh, my God. I haven't looked at these in a while. I got too much social media. I can't keep track of it all. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. I liked it better when it was just a couple of things, you know. Now it's like 9 million things all competing against each other, and once in a while I get stuff. Once in a while I don't get any traction. Mostly I don't, you know. Like I got Truth Social, and that's pretty good for certain things. It's like everybody's on everything, constantly tweeting and posting, and it's very hard to get any kind of traction these days. There's Base Tape doing a thing. It's so hard to get traction on these things now. I'm on Facebook. JC, I got banned off Twitter. Getter is good for news. Yeah, it's not bad. I like Getter. I mean, I like it because it plays videos well. Let me see what I'm doing on Getter. I don't think I'm doing that badly on it. What do I got here? I got 102 following, if you want to follow me on Getter. And, no, I got 188 followers, and I'm following 102. I'm actually doing pretty good on this. I got to tune in more to Getter. On Truth, oh, wait, that's Tumblr. Blah, what a terrible place that is. Ardent, I stagnated on Getter and just dumped it. Well, I just cut and paste everything on it. Yeah, so on Truth I have 69 followers, and I'm following 159 people. So, and then there's a couple others. They're almost worthless. Facebook is worthless. Parler. I mean, I got 211 followers on Parler and 85 followers, so that's not bad. But it's still like growing, And I got all these followers on Twitter, but nobody ever sees anything. JC, I basically use Getter to read the headlines of Gateway Pundit and Zero Hedge. That's not a bad strategy. I don't know. Twitter did get better for a while, and now it seems to have settled in kind of back to where it was. I keep getting the same people over and over, but mostly I'm in the writing community there, constantly promoting my books. I don't know. I promote a little too much, I guess, on Twitter and on here, but what else are you going to do? There's a couple other interesting places that I recommend. This is Set-It, the Reddit alternative. If you've never been to this, it's not bad. I post here. People seem to like it. Oh, and Gab. I forgot about Gab. Ardent's on Gab. I too am on Gab. Here's Gab. Oh, wait. I got a notification. Somebody voted me up. John, have you ever covered the Netflix series, A Series of Unfortunate Events? I've seen the whole series now, and something about it keeps nagging at me. Unfortunately, these thoughts are disjointed and hard to express. I don't know. I don't want to read this. I better read this to myself first. I don't know. Sometimes people send me things. I don't know that they want me to read it. That one's on more public. I got an email, though. Oh, I got to read it. I totally forgot about it. This screenwriter sent me an email about how he had to write a screenplay, but how they forced him to make it super woke, and he didn't want it to, and it just sounded like a nightmare. I forgot to respond to him, though. God, I better go back and look at that. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. Flyboy Jock 87. Hey, Tony, I might take you up on that teleplay deal at some point. Hope you had a great birthday. Peace out, everyone. And Ardent, next time we meet, don't clothesline me. Thank you, my friend. Stay strong in the struggle. JC, yeah, same. 34 people followed me, or 34 people followed me on Getter, Parler, and Twitter. Literally the only people who found me just posting with hashtags. Yeah, I guess at some point, though, a lot of them will merge or they'll separate enough that it makes sense, I don't know. It seems like all these things are still very much inside baseball kind of internet stuff. The most normal people aren't on them. Or they're just on Twitter, or and they never use it, and they're just on Facebook, and they rarely use it. So, at Ardent, or at Flyboy Jock from Ardent, no worries. I'm a Choxium guy, anyway. Anna's, have a good birthday. Lots of love to Joan. Take care, all. Thanks for coming in, Anna. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. I really appreciate the money. That's very helpful this week. I had to order so many books, and it's just ridiculous right now because I'm getting ready for the summer, and all the summer events are happening, and they're all nickeling and diming me for tables. Like, I have to pay for tables to do some of these, and I kind of have to do some of them. And it's just like, oh man, I got to pay another $50 here, another $50 there. And it's like, I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money to you, but I'm like so tight for cash right now. JC, I don't think normies really use Twitter, maybe TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, I hate both of those. I'm definitely never going to use TikTok. JC, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you all. I'm going to wrap it here. Little Joan is out of the room, but she appreciates you all as well. I will be doing the live stream late on Sunday after Signs of the Pines. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This was a happy birthday. We'll see you in the next one.